Good morning, my lovelies. Monday morning, and I thought I'd do a little bit of a get ready with me. I'm not going to wear masses of makeup today or anything, but I have a new line of skincare I need to share with you. I've done my evening routine, but I don't think I've shared it in the morning, so I'm going to put that on, and I'm also going to use my new foundation, so I'll show you that as well. This is my new skincare that I'm using at the moment. It's the By The Ordinary. Doesn't come in this tin. This is just a tin that I've put it in. The lid on this tin, and then pop it out of the way of direct sunlight because it's got acids and that sort of thing. So they are best kept out of direct sunlight. So I'm going to go in first of all. I have cleansed, have my shower, have cleansed. I've also toned just to bring my skin back to its normal pH. This is Buffet, and this is always the first stage of this particular skincare. So you kind of go in with Buffet first, everything else follows on top. So just going to take a few drops of that. Probably could get away with less than this, but I do take it down my neck and over my décolleté, so I sort of put on that extra drop or two. There we go. And then I just take it, always take it around the back of my neck. So that's the first one. What I sometimes do, this looks a bit like Regal, but if you just sort of like just fan your face, you can use anything, but this is to hand for me. Just dry it quickly. Just helps to speed up that drying time. Now I can go in with the next level, which is the hyaluronic acid, and it's 2%. That's what that one looks like. Okay, right, so put a little bit of the hyaluronic acid on. Again, I take it down my neck and over the décolleté. I said when I did my video, my nighttime routine showing you guys this, I said that I would review it in sort of 3 to 4 weeks, and that time's not actually up yet, so I will put that up in the card. If you want to take a look at the nighttime routine, feel free to. In fact, I'd love it if you would. Everything else in this range I'm not using. I don't use until the evening, because they're retinoids, that sort of thing, and you really are best not using them in the daytime. In fact, you're not meant to, so because of the sunlight, that sort of thing. So they are purely evening treatments. There's my tin. How cute is that? So I will now go on with, bring my setting spray over. Okie dokie then. So this is the primer from The Ordinary. I'm really liking this primer actually. It's really nice. It's just so smooth and it just absolutely glides on really easily. Perfect base, of course, for your foundation, otherwise it wouldn't be a primer, would it? But it does minimise pores, that sort of thing, so a little actually goes such a long way. So I just put this on, put a little bit over my eyelids. You really don't need a lot of this at all. It's amazing. I think it lasts for ages. There we go, that's the primer on. It doesn't feel tacky or anything, it's just really nice. I'm a bit of a hot sweaty mess though. Okay, so now with foundation wise, there are two, okay. So there's a serum foundation, which is more day wear, and then you've got a full coverage. Now, I'm not doing an awful lot. I am going out. I will just put on the serum one as opposed to the full coverage. I just don't need to wear that one today. The shade I've gone for is 2.0p, which is light medium. It actually comes up fairly dark, I think. I don't think it's as light as I thought it was going to be at first, which suits me a lot better. And also, if you just use, like, if you put on bronzers and stuff like that, you can always bring it up to a colour that you prefer just by adding your bronzers. But yeah, I really, really like this. So I'm just going to give it a little bit of a shake. And I'm just going to pop some onto my hand. As you can see, it's kind of, it's not solid, it's sort of runny-ish because it's a serum. So I like to use my hands. Now you can see already the coverage on just the serum alone, I think, is lovely. Do you see what I mean? Just a serum. It's really nice. I've got foundation brushes and stuff like that, but I really, really quite like using my fingers at the moment for a daytime look. Right, I'm just going to do my brows now. This is Gimme Brow by Benefit. I really am loving this. Used it years ago. Other things came in, they took over, but I've gone back to it. I love it so much. I'll just get my mirror a little bit closer. Tiny little brush, and all you do, literally, this is in the medium, and then you literally just sort of put it on your hairs, sort of in a backward stroke, and then you just brush through like this. Oh, a little bit on there, a little bit on my towel now. There we are. It's a really natural look to your brow. Really love this stuff. So do it backwards and then just go in and brush. Depends what you like. I mean, if I perhaps was going out for an evening, I would either keep working this, just keep going over and over and over to try and build it up, but more than likely I'd use another product just to give it a more intense evening look. But I think daytime, that is a lovely sort of natural brow look. I'm going to put on a little bit of contour, not a lot, just a little bit. I like to use this little angled brush, and I don't like to take my contour down too low anymore. I used to bring it down here, but no, I'm kind of not liking it so much there, so I just add a little bit of contour here, so keep it in line with my nose a little bit more. It seems to, if you do that, see what I mean? Kind of gives me like more of a cheekbone look as opposed to a skeleton look. Not until Halloween anyway. A little bit of the, tiny bit of the highlight just above, not a lot, just a little bit there. I'm going to use the other end of the brush, the smaller end, and I'm just going to go over my eyelids with this. I'm going to do a little bit blusher. This is a Mally blusher. Absolutely love Mally stuff. Bulletproof. If you want a range of makeup to last, Mally, it's Absolutely, absolutely bulletproof go-to stuff. So I'm just gonna, a little bit of blush, not too much, just there to give me that little bit of a rosier look. Yeah, that looks kind of quite natural, doesn't it? A little tiny bit of highlight, just a little bit highlight. And I'm going to use this one from Revolution. This was actually, the other day I actually had this in my July, August likes and fails. Of course it was a like. It's so pretty. Just sort of illuminates up there a little bit. Always add a tiny bit to the top of my brow just to like lift that up a little tiny bit. Like that. Sometimes I add a tiny bit just underneath the brow, because again that lifts it. That's it. And here. So it's not a strong look today, just a, you know, I look fine look. And then always do tiny bit down my nose, not a lot. I think a lot of people make the mistake of putting too much down their nose and they look like they've been caught in the flipping headlights, as far as I'm concerned anyway. I like to just put my face down and just sort of do it like that, and then you know when you look up it is not over the top. A little bit down on the Cupid's bow. And then when you put your head down, you get like a natural little glow on your nose, but when you lift your head up, you don't look like, as I say, you've been caught like a rabbit in the headlights. Some mascara. This is the one from Urban Decay, the, what's it called, Get a Fatty, Big Fatty by Urban Decay. I'm loving this mascara right now. Absolutely loving it. I mean, when you think about it, most of the products I've put on are to do with the face, not so much with the eyes, or they're mainly face products, aren't they? I'm just going to go with the second coat. I can't get on well with false lashes, my lovelies. I keep trying and trying and trying and trying, but I just can't. Years ago I used to wear them, but my eyesight is terrible. So if anyone's watching, probably not, but if anyone is watching, you want to offer me a set of volume lashes, or you know, like if you'd like to offer me a set of the volume lashes, you know, the lashes, the semi-permanent ones, please do. I cannot put a false lash on to save my life. And I think lashes make the whole world a difference. And then we could do a nice review on my channel, couldn't we? There we go. That's that. I'm going to stick a little tiny bit of this is by this is Urban Decay as well. I'm just going to stick a little bit on very sort of pale aubergine colour. So that's it. And I'm going to put some setting spray on now. I also reviewed this in my favourites as well. I got this one from the range, Colour Pro Set and Mist. Love it. About £2 or £3. That was all. Loving it, loving it, loving it. Okay, lipstick. What colour shall I wear? I'm going to keep natural, neutral again. So I'm going to go for the MAC one. I'm really loving this one at the moment. This MAC lip crayon. Beautiful, beautiful. In colour Look Lively. And I'm not doing a lip liner or anything, I'm just putting it on. It's a real natural look. That is creamy. Oh, you won't believe. It's absolutely lovely, and it would suit absolutely anyone. I'm going to pop that one in my handbag today. So there we are then, my lovelies. That is it. I've got the face on, not doing any more to the face. I'm going to go dry my hair and I'll be back. I've dried my hair, put it up as I generally do most days anyway. It's just still, it's not quite so hot here in the UK, thank goodness. It has cooled down quite a lot, but it's still really close and muggy, you know, so yeah, can't bear it back of my neck when it's like this. So I'm thinking earrings now, and I'm just literally going to pop in just these tiny, just these little balls here. I've got blue nails, so what's up my arm here? Yeah, I've got blue nails. I just pop on these sort of blue tealy coloured earrings, and they go quite nicely with the mustard colours anyway. Quite sweet, aren't they? I don't know if you're like me, but I kind of like that little, you know, you've got that little movement. It's just, it reminds me of being a kid when you used to grow your hair and you had your ponytail and you swish your head and the ponytail would swish round. I'm going to put some perfume on from Penhaligon. This is my Penhaligon perfume. Probably just getting a Claire. But in here are 5 adorable little bottles of perfume. So I will just pick one at random, and I'm going to go for the one with the little orange on it, only because I'm wearing mustardy colour. So I just thought I'd go with that particular fragrance. It is proper perfume in here, so shouldn't do that. You should not crush your perfume, Lesleyanne, should you? You're meant to just leave your perfume to dry naturally. That is it. So I'm ready. I'm not going to wear a necklace. If you like this sort of video, then subscribe to my channel, because I do lots of different ones. So I'm always doing all sorts of reviews and shopping hauls and day in my life and lots of different things like that. So I'd love you to be one of my subscribers. So come on, what are you waiting for? See you all in the next video. Bye bye, my lovelies.